Hey there, berries, and anyone else that may have stumbled on to this video. This is an update to my previous video in regards to the League Partnership Program. I know I said I was going to do an update a week after, but after that first week, I felt like not enough time had gone past to do an appropriate update. But I think now is enough time to kind of see what Riot has done since making the video, and B, I wanted to give time to basically just Riot, really just see like where what kind of actions they were going to take in place, because in the background I was kind of promised like this would happen and this would happen, specifically from the people from the UK part of the League Partnership Program, that these things are a process that are going to happen, which I fully understand, and I understand that things aren't just going to happen overnight, as much as some or many of us want that to happen. So what's happened since the last video? So I have spoken a fair amount to my UK League Partnership Program manager, especially the first week or so after the video came out. I will say that she is probably the only person that I've spoken to really in regards to this. Since the video, no one from NA has approached me, which is fine. I can understand how they want to keep it in-house, and don't want to, necessarily like say unnecessary stuff, because at the end of the day, I'm just some random dude. So, but I think I'm happy with the direction of things are going, if I'm honest, and from my UK perspective, seeing some international actions happen against certain streamers and content creators, I think is a really good start. I think the most important question is still, like, I don't want to be like in the hashtag cancelled mentality, but I think a valid question to ask is, if these people aren't suitable for the League Partnership Program, the rules they're kind of breaking, does that fit into the actual in-game environment? Are they doing the same things in their actual games? And are they actually breaking the rules in that regard? And then should their accounts be punished? Don't know. I know that's a bit of a controversial question to potentially ask, especially when some of the content creators that have had actions against him via the League Partnership Program already, I'm sure their fans wouldn't be happy if suddenly their content creators couldn't pay League and stuff. So I'm sure I'll get some heat from that, but I think it's a valid question to ask, and it would be interesting to have an actual response in regarding to that specific question alone. But yeah, so from the UK perspective, I'm happy coming out of the discussions with the UK people. I think there's still a lot of inactive League Partnership Program members overall in the whole system that really should be filtered out and give new content creators a chance to shine and do something, and like, get like even some free codes so they can help advertise their stream a little bit. I think is a really good start that Riot could do to help out some of these people. But yeah, I think the talks have been positive. So as you've already may have noticed if you've been paying attention to Reddit, if that's something that you do, as I mentioned, some content creators have been kicked out of the League Partnership Program. Some are on probation. I think some people have to wait a couple of months before review. I think there's been a more big dramatic case recently where someone's been kicked out for a year, and it does mean that they're not allowed to do LCS co-broadcasting, and they don't have any access to the League Partnership Program features. So I don't know whether or not that ban will stay in place or not, but we'll have to wait and see. But I think overall, I'm happy that some of the more headline names have finally had some repercussions for their behavior. I don't think it's necessarily fully the streamer's fault. I think if you are, extravagant, I don't really want to use the word toxic, but if you're toxic and then you get rewarded by people giving you money because it's funny, it will lead you down that route of, I'm gonna make money just by being toxic, ha ha ha, get the lols. So I can see how it's a trap to fall down. Honestly, I think some of these people probably could have done with warnings if they haven't had them already. But if they've been given warnings in the past and haven't acted on that, then that's completely different. So yeah, hopefully this process will keep going on with Riot. It's great news, in my opinion, that action's starting to take place. Basically what Riot have said is that they'll never make these things public themselves. They're leaving it up to the individual content creators to advertise themselves that they're not in the program anymore. That is something that the content creator has to do. Riot have told me specifically that they're not going to be announcing people that have been banned or whatever. So there could be other content creators that are out there that haven't announced the fact that they've had these punishments placed on their accounts. So there might be more cases that we don't necessarily know about, particularly from other regions. So in terms of a content creator, where one of the biggest complaints from being a content creator and talking to dozens of other content creators in the League Partnership Program is how Riot hasn't really done enough. But in terms of like it being worth anything really being in the League Partnership Program. But the last month, I feel like they've definitely taken a much more active role. At least from the UK perspective. If Riot hasn't been active in your role, in your region, I should say. So if you're in like the France or the Germany and nothing's been happening for the last couple of months, I would hardly urge you to make a fuss about it. They might not even be aware. I don't think UK Riot or many people in the League Partnership Program were completely aware that so many people were frustrated about the situation. So if anything in life, if you want something to change, you've got to at least mention it and talk about it. Not necessarily, making a video like I did, but at least try and talk to your representatives and try and see if you can get the ball rolling on things to happen. I'm pleased that there's a couple of things in the works now that are happening in regarding to the League Partnership Program. So fingers crossed, as a content creator and someone in the League Partnership Program, that ball keeps moving, and hopefully some cool things will be coming out soon. But I think kind of want to end this video by just saying thank you for everyone that did give me support during that time. That was a really difficult video for me to make. I would honestly, like, a part of me was like, maybe I'll actually get kicked out of the League Partnership Program for making a video. But honestly, my viewers, particularly the people that always, supported me in what I do and on my stream and stuff like that, you guys have always been awesome, and thank you guys for supporting me during that particularly stressful time. That was a very, very stressful time for me to try and even speak up. I don't like speaking up about stuff, so this is like the first thing I've ever kind of done in terms of speaking up about stuff. And actually, like, honestly, like, Riot, the people that I've spoken to at Riot in the UK, honestly, they've been great. They've understood it. They've held no grudges. They're trying their best to do stuff, and yeah, overall, I think it's looking like we're heading in the right direction of where I want to see the League Partnership Program go in terms of, people being punished for being toxic in their games. Whether or not you're a streamer or not, it doesn't really matter. But I think, as always, if someone is streaming with 3,000, it doesn't even matter how many people. Could be 100, could be 1,000, could be 10,000 people. You're advertising to those people that that being toxic is okay, when obviously it's not okay. And it's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, problem that we've got in League for the last 10 years. So it being a part, not the solution, but a part of the jigsaw in order to try and nail down on the aspect of toxicity in League, I think is really important that we hit all sides of the thing, not just content creators that are doing it, but also the players in their games, and you yourself, not taking it out on your teammates over someone losing a dragon or something. There's been lots. I know it's been particularly stressful during this time with the things that are going on in the world right now, and it's pretty stressful anyway. But try not to other people going through the same situation or similar situations to you, and It's not fair to dish out all of your frustrations on someone else who's in your game. It's not their job to kind of like babysit you there in that regard. So I think it's on all of us to take account for all the bad things that have been happening in your games, my games, and everything. So does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So thank you again for all the support. Hopefully everything keeps going on with the situation at Riot, and yeah, let's not like make this the last kind of shout out to Riot. Let's keep the pressure on them. The last thing we need is, you know, for the things to unravel and things to start going backwards again. So let's keep up the pressure on Riot, and stay safe and take care, guys. See ya.